What's up, citizens? Mason Grimm here with another episode of Tips and Tricks. Today I'm going to show you how to activate night vision. So, if you want this instead of that, then stick around. But first, if you're looking for an industrial organization with a military mindset, check out Hadean Interstellar. The link will be in the video description below. And I invite you to like and subscribe to the channel. Give it a thumbs up. It helps with channel engagement. And if you have something to say or potentially even a suggestion, leave it down in the comments below. All right, let's get to it. All right, to install Reshade, it's basically 3 easy steps. Step number 1, you install the Reshade client. Step number 2, you install the Reshade shader pack. And step number 3, you do your configurations in-game. All the links for each of the files will be available in the description below. You can download Reshade off their website. I'll link it down below. The Hadean Reshade pack will be available on Hadean Interstellar. Again, I'll link that down below. You don't have to register on the forums, but hey, if you want to join an industrial organization, why not check us out and register over there and join us on our Discord. Again, links in the description below. Step number 1. Double-click Reshade Setup. 5.9.2 is the latest version, came out August in 2023, so it's less than a year old. Star Citizen is pre-alpha, so it won't show up here. Yes, I do play Cyberpunk every once in a while. But you got to browse for it because it's not found in the list, so browse. I've already done my searching, but it'll be in your drive, whatever that is, your installation drive, program files, Robert Space Industries, Star Citizen, Live, Bin 64. I'm a peasant, so it doesn't say PTU or Evo or anything like that. All I've got is Live. Double click it, click Next. Now, as of 3.22, Star Citizen does not have any Vulkan in it, so stick with Microsoft DirectX 10, 11, 12. Click Next. We're going to skip this step because we're going to install our shader pack manually, so go to Skip. Now, this is important. Standard Effects and Suite Effects by CJ.DK. These are the only ones I use. You can use all of these, and they do give you a lot more advanced manipulation and configuration options, but keep in mind each one of these that you check off has to be preloaded into the Reshade client, and it just adds bloat and time and all the rest of it, so just use these two. If you want to change it out later on, you can. Go to Next, and now all of these need to be installed. Okay, so make sure they're all checked because it's part of the Suite FX pack. Go to Next. Look at that. Reshade is done. You've installed it. Now we download the Reshade pack from HadeanInterstellar.com. Go to Extract All. Do so here, and it'll give you a list of the shaders that are in this pack. Default preset is kind of like an HDR preset. It makes your colors pop a little bit more. The darkers are dark, or the dark colors are darker. The light colors are lighter, whatever. For my eyes, it works great. And you'll notice that these are numbered too. That'll come into play later on. So default preset, anti-fog, night vision, infrared, and Lyria mining. If you don't want to install any of these and you just want, like, say, night vision in your default, then just keep these two and delete all the rest of them. You're going to rename this directory to whatever you want, but I would just call it like shader pack 3.22. And the reason for that is to install your shaders, you now go to your local installation drive, program files, Robert Space Industries, Star Citizen, Live for us peasants, Bin 64, and you just drag this over, move it here. There, your reshades are installed. Now we'll load the client. Okay, so now that the game is loading, you'll see up in the top left-hand side it says Reshade 5.9.2 is now installed successfully. Press Home to start the tutorial. I would wait until the Star Citizen client has completely loaded and you're sitting in the lobby menu before you mess with anything. Okay, we're in the lobby menu, and you still see up on the top left-hand side it says it's installed successfully. Press the Home key. So that is your default overlay activation key. You can say skip the tutorial because Mason Grimm taught me everything I needed to know. Now, the first thing you need to do is configure Reshade to know where to look for your shader files. So click on Reshade Preset up here, and look at that. Shader Pack 3.22, which is what you named that directory, is listed here. So click it, double click it, and now it's going to ask you to load a reshade. So I always start with shade number 1 or shader number 1, and pay attention over here. You'll see the colors change when I activated it. Highlight it and press select. There. See how things got darker and seem to pop a little bit more? That means it's working. So now we need to set up our activation keys. So what I do is my overlay key, I always change it from home to alt home because I use the home key for other stuff in game. The next thing you want to do is set your previous preset key. So I always change that to like alt page down. And my next preset key will be alt page up, or vice versa, whatever works for you. Anyway, that's your configurations. So essentially you're done. Press alt home or whatever your overlay activation key was and load into game. We have loaded into the game and we're in our little apartment, bunker, whatever you want to call it, room, and you can press alt home or whatever your overlay activation key was. Mine is alt home. It's working. So now just press alt page up and look at that, anti-fog, night vision, infrared, that's a little hard on the eyes, Lyria mining, and back to the default preset. It's activated, you're ready to go. So there you go, folks. Not that difficult to do, right? Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?